too many people think that spirituality is church without pews or religious lit or religion lit. But spirituality is not a system or a program. It is a state of being. I'm going to say that again. Spirituality is not just a system or programming. It's a state of being. It's how you walk, how you talk, how you relate to the world, how you relate to yourself, how you relate to others, how you relate to the cosmos, how you relate to nature. That is spirituality. And that is what our ancestors practiced. That's what our ancestors knew. They were connected to nature, connected to the stars, connected to the astrology, connected to one another, to the earth. And we got to reconnect ourselves, ground ourselves back into our ancestor roots. Because without roots, you can't have fruits. Without roots, you can't grow. You can't be planted. And so we have to set our roots in the truth of our ancestral wisdom that is there to guide, protect, lead, to help us. Ashe? So spirituality is the conscious connection to the divine within you. Spirituality is the conscious connection to the divine essence, both within you and around you. Greetings, Destiny. Thank you for joining us today. Someone from Turkey, greetings. Thank you for watching from Turkey. So I'm going to say that again. Spirituality is the conscious connection to the divine within you. That's an 8 you're born with, and around you. Because remember, the divine is within you, and the divine is within everyone else. Greetings, Seductive Tees. Thank you for joining us today. So good to see you. So we got to remember, when we come to spirituality, we are all interconnected. So that changes your perception, your worldview. Because when we deal with African cosmology, which means the way of our African ancestors, the way our culture views the world and think and connects. Give you an example. We don't see nuclear family like other people see nuclear families. We don't deal with that. That is my four and no more. Everybody else got to defend for themselves. No, in our ancestral wisdom and the way we do things as a community, as a people, we are all about the village. You ever heard that amongst your elders? It takes a village to raise a child. It takes a village to have a community. For sustainability, for connection, for growth. Everybody was your aunt. Everybody was your cousin. Everybody was your uncle. Everybody was tied together. That's because from an African perspective, we view family not just in your, what people call nuclear, in your home. It extends. It starts there, but it extends. As my father would always quote that verse of scripture, charity, which means love, begins at home, then spreads abroad. So when it comes to spirituality, it changed our view of the world and how we connect to ourselves and each other. I can't love somebody else if I haven't learned how to love myself. Thank you for the compliment, Seductive Tees. Yes, I love these colors. I was like, let me match this together. Let me put this together. See what we come out with. Be my own fashion designer. Somebody said not only Africa, but Polynesia and beyond. Yes, melanated people. from whatever region, wherever you're from. This is the way we view the world, we view each other and the cosmos and the nature. Love starts at home. You have to start. The home we talk about first is you. Remember, the word you metaphorically and esoterically mean your own universe. Put that in the comments. You equals your own universe. That's this right here. And so we have to know how to love ourselves in our own universe. Then it spreads abroad. Love those that are in your family, in your home, whom you live with. Then love abroad. Because sometimes the hardest thing for us is to love those whom is closest to us. To treat those that are closest to us with respect and love. Sometimes that's the hardest thing for us. We can love and forgive and get along with people outside your home. But when it comes to people that's close to you, sometimes we find it hard to forgive them, to be patient with them. Anybody else dealt with that? Yes, I am we. I am we as in my people. That's right. We are one. That's why seductive tease, it's also understanding. Understanding and respecting boundaries and cultural boundaries. Yes. That's what we have to understand. That's right. Respect your own universe and respect others. Now, if they don't, then you gotta handle that. You gotta handle that. They don't know how to respect your own universe. Learning to respect everyone. So remember, spirituality is a conscious connection to the divine essence, both within us and around us.